Are we going? All right. Okay. Hi, Heather. This is my little video for you to help you so you can see how I make a dough. So first I zero out my scale and I make sure it's on ounces. I'm gonna do 2 pounds, so that's 32 ounces. So we'll get 32. It's much harder doing things on video. Okay, that's actually exactly 32. And then what I started doing in order to have less bowls to clean, is I make my little well in my flour for the yeast to what's it, proof? Is that what you call it, Sayla?
I don't know.
Yep, to prove my yeast. And so this is as hot as it'll come out of the sink, this water. And usually I just go right back and forth to the sink, but we have it here so it's a little faster, so you don't have to look at my face any longer than you have to. Okay, so that's 2.4 cups of water. And then we're gonna add the sugar. 2 tablespoons of sugar right into there. 1. Let's hope it's not salt. 2 tablespoons of sugar. Mix that up so it dissolves a little bit. And I always forget if it's 2 teaspoons or 2 tablespoons of yeast. It's 2 teaspoons because 2 tablespoons would be way too much. And I can't use my phone to look at the recipe, so yeah, serving size 1/4 teaspoon. 2 teaspoons of yeast. And so we're gonna let that, usually I just like mix that in there, and then once I see it basically like start bubbling around, then I'll go ahead and mix the dough. And then while that's proving, I'm gonna go ahead and add my olive oil. You can just add it right in there. Doesn't matter. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And then 2 teaspoons of salt. And that we wanna keep, I'm sure you already know all this, but we wanna keep separate from the yeast. So we'll put it in the flour over here. 1. Couldn't find the whole thing of baking salt, so I have to use this. So that's my 2 tablespoons. So I'll probably wait like 3 or 4 minutes. You want to go ahead and pause it, Say? Okay, so I've saw some really big bubbles, so I know my yeast is proofed. It's been like 3, maybe 4 minutes, not even that long. So I'm just gonna slowly mix in the flour. I'm making sure the salt doesn't get in there. And just gonna get a little more flour in there. As I'm mixing the flours, just kind of going in slowly. Okay, now I'm just gonna mix it all up. And now that the flour's in there, it's okay. The salt gets in contact, it's diluted enough that the salt's not going to do anything. But whatever it does in baking, I'd like to know the science about that. So now I'm going to mix it with my fork, just until it's mostly combined. And then I'm gonna get my hands in there now that it's mostly combined pretty good. The most important part about when you're kneading the dough is that you haven't washed your hands before You don't want any of that soap getting on in the dough.
Should have told him before.
Say what?
Should have told that before.
She knows I just made that part up. And my dough's feeling nice and soft, and I can just, it's warm from that hot water. I can kind of squeeze it between my fingers. Sometimes it's like colder. It's not as pliable as it is now. I probably had it a little heavy on the liquid side. Might add a little bit more flour. Yeah, it's a little sticky. I think that's probably just being on camera. Usually I don't have that issue. I could in my jar measuring method. And that's probably good. I know you can over knead dough. I don't think I've ever really had that issue. But I don't think you would want to knead any more than like 5 minutes, but I probably need it less than that. Once it's all combined, I like to push it onto the table so I can really get it good. And then I'm gonna wash out this bowl and cover it in olive oil. And then we'll show you that, and we'll cover it and let it rise, and it'll be ready for baking in about 3 hours. Okay, you want to pause, Tay? Ready? Go. Oh, we're on. Nice. I can edit that out, maybe. So yeah, this is my dough. It's looking good. Just slightly sticky, but not enough to stick to my hands. I'm gonna put in just some olive oil in here. That's probably good. Kind of use it as a little brush for the bowl. Everything has a little bit of oil on it. And that's good. Well, and that is how I make my pizza dough. Right there. Cover it like that, not tight because I know it's gonna rise. And then I'll put a towel over it. There we go. That's a super clean cloth too.
Sprinkle, sprinkle.
Okay.